Welcome to PEP Talk. My name is Jessie Peppy Parke, and I'm very excited to be speaking with these two powerful and wonderful women who are called Strykers Posse Reggae Band. Stick with us. We'll be right back with a conversation with Aisha Cole and Yvonne D. Hibbert. So, Brother Farouk, thank you so much for coming to the show.
To be in these places at the time that. So yeah, I'm in the right place at the right time.
Because hear what happened now. I told you the Jamaican accent was gonna come out. I'd love to be able to name all the bands, and I can. But I know I'm gonna miss.
You've been called selfless, you've been called kind, loving, all kinds of stuff. We know you're passionate about. Talk about your little 10-month-old son. Yeah. Talk about that. Your pride and joy, of course.
I love my son. His name is Jawari, and he was born on Christmas Day. Wow.
Ladies, welcome to PEP Talk TV.
Blessed love.
You know, we do the radio thing already and we do all kinds of stuff, but to have you on camera is golden because I love you guys so much, and I know that everyone who is watching will learn a lot about this fabulous band and also about the individual personalities that we have here.
Well, we give thanks for the opportunity. Thank you.
All right, so Madam Owner, let's talk about your immigration to the States. I think it was in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And prior to coming here, what was life for you like in Jamaica?
High school.
High school.
I graduated from high school, and 1 month later I migrated to the United States. I came here with a dance company.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, and to perform at the Jamaican Embassy. And I met some folks who were chaperoning us around, and they were starting a reggae band called Mighty Invaders,
mm-hmm.
which, of course, I met my partner in crime here, Sister
mm-hmm.
Yvonne, who was also a part of that original band. Her husband, Trevor Hibbert, bass player for Yardling. And they were looking for a keyboard player, and they heard me playing in the house I was staying and asked me, can I come and help them? Help the keyboard player that
mm-hmm.
should have been the keyboard player. He's, deceased now, but if I could come and help them, and I went over to the house, and that's how it all started as far as playing in a band. I was already a musician
mm-hmm.
coming out of Jamaica.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then Yvonne, that's how long you guys know each other?
Yep, too long.
And I know you were born in London, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us claim you as a yardie by connection and by attitude and everything. And when did you come to the States?
I was about 11.
Okay.
11 years old. So I came here and started going to school, elementary school back then.
Mm-hmm.
I've been here a while.
You've been here a while.
Yeah. And then a few years later, met Trevor, and they decided they're going to have a band, and you're going to sing, and his sisters are going to sing,
mm-hmm.
but I think I'm the one that only lasted with that one. Sorry with that idea.
Okay,
But
okay.
So that's how
we all came together.
That's how y'all came together. And when did you form Strykers Posse Reggae Band?
Strykers Posse Reggae Band came about after years of frustration of not playing original material,
mm-hmm.
and in addition to that, some egos in the Mighty Invaders, which was a great band
mm-hmm.
and one of the first reggae bands around in the United States back in those days, late 70s, early 80s. But anyway, when egos started to get in the way, and myself being a writer, songwriter, I wanted to do more original material
mm-hmm.
instead of covering everybody's music. And I decided, I'm going to start my own thing. And that's how Strykers Posse came about in 1985.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I don't leave her an inch.
Right.
And, she had to be part of that particular project. So, and she's still part of the project. And that's how we started Mighty Invaders.
And right about now,
Strykers Posse.
And right about now, you're the only female-led reggae band in the, what is it called, Delmarva?
Well,
explain what that means to people who are not familiar with that.
Well, Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia.
mm-hmm.
It's known as the Delmarva Peninsula because
mm-hmm.
the tri-state and in the close proximity. So, I like to do it short. Some folks say DMV,
mm-hmm,
but Yeah, we are. We've been around, as I said, for so long. Sometimes they call us the East Coast Queens of Reggae. But we don't worry about them celebrity status. We just worry about the fact that we can still continue to do music, do music that we love. And as a musician personally, you know, I really full joy playing music and wish I could do it full time, you know. But because of our family constraints and, you know, at one time I was a full-time musician, but then when I started having children,
that's all we did was music.
Yeah, when I started having children, which I do have, and I'm also a grandparent, so is my partner here. It meant that we had to hold on full-time employment, which can be a problem when you're trying to be, you know, a musician in and around this area in the United States. You know.
Beautiful.
Because it's hard to kind of give it your all when you have to work and you have kids and you have a husband. Yeah, you know,
family
there's a balance. Has to be a balance, but also support.
Also
So I
support.
had a lot of support.
Awesome. So what has been the highlight of your career with Strykers Posse Band, especially working side by side iShell? Yvonne?
But there've been quite a few festivals that we've done that I've really, really enjoyed doing. And iShell and I have like this really neat chemistry. You know, when we're singing, I mean, she can just make up something and I can just follow along, just blend in, and it just comes natural. But music-wise, I just really enjoy the music that she writes. And like at that time period when we were doing just all originals, to me that was our best time. I really enjoyed that.
I may point out one of the first bands that played all original materials. When we started in 1985, that's all we did. We never played a Bob Marley tune or a Marcia Griffiths, who, you know, we really
Still
respect and love because, you know, they set the foundation for us, for myself personally. I really I'm inspired by the works of Bob Marley, who, hey, you know, because of him, we're able to continue to play this music that we call reggae music, you know, which is international, it's universal, you know, so we give thanks for that, you know.
So when did you shift from playing just original music to what you currently offer right now?
Believe it or not, Lenny Curlew started to work with us when he first came to the state of Maryland from Connecticut, and he worked with another band, Determination Reggae Band, and then he started to work with us, and of course he did a lot of cover tunes, so it led us to having to learn cover tunes to, you know, facilitate his performance so that he could, you know, sing tunes that he knew because he didn't know any originals that we did. So that's kind of started it as far as in Strykers Posse. Prior to that, we actually did cover tunes in the first band, Mighty Invaders. Yvonne would sing a lot of Marcia, you know, Hortense Ellis, Sonia Patton, just, you know, folks like that. But anyway, that's how we started to do cover tunes on stage. So we kind of moved away from the all original material when he came in, but we still do our original tunes right now. We love, I mean, that's the greatest thing is to play what you write.
What you write.
You know, because it's what you're feeling, and you know that more than anything else.
Awesome. So in terms of you doing original music, how many albums have you produced to date?
Well, I personally have produced about, for Strykers Posse, I've done 3. We're working on our 4th CD. I've produced other artists that were in the Delmarva area over the years, and I've worked with other artists. You know, I've worked with all of them around here. There was a time when I played with almost every band, you know, as a freelance musician. Only one band I never really play with, and that's Image that I can think of. I think I played with almost every band that was around from that time till now. But anyway, saying that, you know, I've produced Danny Dread's CD. That was a band called Dread Society, and I've produced individual tracks for other folks. But it's been a ride, and that's what I love to do. People see me sing on stage and play, but I'm not really a vocalist, even though I like to sing sometimes. But I love to write music, you know, and arrange music. I love to harmonize, and I like to write harmonies. So,
yeah, we've done quite a few projects with other artists doing their background vocals, and I really enjoy that. Tony Roy, we did a lot of background vocals on his album.
Englishman. We've done work with Jaworks Reggae Band. We've done work with Dread Society, as I said earlier. So many to remember. You know.
A lot of them over the years. And let's talk about this latest album that you have. Is it Changes?
Well, that was number 3. That CD has been out for quite a few years, but it has done well for us. We've sold a lot of copies at our venues. You know, really good CD, in my opinion, not because I have everything to do with it, but, you know, the songs on there, Changes, for example, was written when George Bush, the last George Bush, was into power, and it's all about talking about, you know, what was going on then, and, you know, that the leaders are not listening to the people, you know, it's too much poverty, you know, people can't afford to pay their bills, you know, and it started that whole thing with now what we're in, a recession, you know, and all that stuff. So, you know, that album have a lot of deep-rooted struggles that I've seen, I've heard in the news, and, you know, just personal life, and love songs are on it. You know, I've only singing a couple of tunes and couple tunes about African sisterings and uplifting yourself, and you know.
So one of the things that I'm often asked a lot when I talk about Strykers Posse Reggae Band being the only female-led reggae band is, are all the members female? And what was your vision when you started the band? Did you think about that?
That was my exact vision, to have an all-female reggae band. However, there was one at the time, Infinite Reggae Band, that came about. Sister Anita Malcolm, who was the former drummer, so they had beaten me to the punch. And at that particular time, there were not many female musicians around. I mean, there were female musicians around that were accomplished in other genres of music, but not reggae. And you know, reggae music is very simple, but you have to have the feeling to play it, and some were not willing to spend the time to learn it. So it was kind of hard to find female musicians at the time. Therefore, I had to rely on my brothers, and we give thanks for them because they've always been there to support Sister Yvonne and I in everything that we do. And I've been blessed to have always gotten some of the best musicians around to work with Strykers Posse. So
yeah, Ashell always seems to find the best musicians.
Always find the best males, eh?
Yeah.
So talk about some of the male energy that you've worked with over the years, Yvonne. Who are some of them? Because I know they've changed a lot. Now you worked with Donovan Marks.
Oh yeah, as a bass player. Of course, Lenny Curlew. What's his name?
As far as other musicians, we have worked with Steve Samuels, who is was basically for Culture, Joseph Hill Culture.
Okay, that's Steve Samuels.
Pierre Stone, who owns Jerk restaurant over there in I forget where it is. He's not playing music right now. But anyway, Steve Samuels has always been there for us, even though he went on tour. And then Ace Lyndon Webb came through and did some work. He's back in Jamaica now. But Steve primarily has been one that has been there with us in over the years. You know, and he is Jamaican, of course. And Steve's very, you know, good. Learns the music quickly because there's hardly time for rehearsal.
Right.
Because a lot of the musicians around here play with a lot of other groups. So you find they're never around for rehearsal.
So you're always here. There's
on this season, right?
trouble trying to get all the musicians to come together and even come all the way to Baltimore
which is
to rehearse. You know, it's kind of hard.
So you're both based in Baltimore.
Yes.
About 5 minutes from each other.
Yeah. But you do a lot of gigs in the DC area too.
We do a lot of gigs all
over the place.
Yeah, because you know, DC is the hub for live music around, you know, our side of the world down here. Unless you decide to go to New York or go to out west to California and certain places. But it's a drive to come down here, and we don't do a lot of the nightlife stuff in DC because it's not worth it for us driving that distance and getting home the hours of the morning. We do a lot of festivals and a lot of private events, you know. But yes, back to the musicians: Steve, Donovan, Emmanuel, Papa, drummer. Those are 2 drummers have worked with us. Lucas, a fellow from Poland, a white fellow. Caucasian rather.
Caucasian,
yes, a very good musician.
Excellent musician.
And Swan has worked with us over the years, so we've gotten some of the best.
Trevor too.
And her
And
husband.
of course, Trevor.
So can't forget because he's always there when we need him. You know?
So I'm interested to know about the male-female dynamic in the band, because you know how it is, a female-led band. You run things. You're the manager. It's been good chemistry with the guys, the men who you work with.
Put it this way: I garner respect, and I give respect to others too. And I think as long as you respect each other, anything is possible. So I approach the works that I do musically. It is a business. So the same way as someone get up and go to a 9 to 5, I expect you to appreciate it that way and know that when the time comes for you to show up at a gig and you tell a person 1 hour ahead, that person come and be punctual and know so that this is something that you're committed to doing, and from you give me your word, I expect you to be there. So I find that the relationship works out for us. We don't have no issues with the musicians. We don't argue, because I'm not gonna argue with you. If it's not working out, it's just not working out. So let's leave it alone. You go your way and I go, the other way, because I'm not gonna sleep with you. It's not about that. It's about business and playing music where you love, So I don't have no issues with the male counterparts that are behind us and work with us. And I don't know that they have any issues with us. If they do, then I'm not aware of it.
I'm not aware. And I've observed you working with a number of different males, and the energy just seems like it's fit.
It just have to be positive.
Yeah, even at the women's event that we've had, that you guys have performed, it's like the males, they're just playing in the band. It's like they become a part of the whole scene, and there's and sometimes you'll observe these in bands, but I always think, oh my God, she's leading the band, and the men are just right there following and playing. So I guess you're blessed to have that thing going for you.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't change it.
I think it's just a level of respect.
It's the bottom line.
You demand respect, you will get it.
So
and treat them right.
And treat them right too. So a couple more questions. Yvonne, what has been the most memorable performance that you've done with Strykers Posse Reggae Band over the years?
Oh my God, there's so many.
Pick 2. Or maybe 1.
Oh, wow. I think I enjoyed Jamaica Day last year?
Oh, yes.
That was a lot of fun.
Jamaica Day.
That I can remember. Oh my God, like I said, it's so many. It's whatever show, when there's like the right sound, my mic sound right, I'm feeling good, and that's a great show to me. I mean, I can't really think of one particular show. I mean, other than Jamaica Day, which was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
I can't think of one that's even more memorable than that.
Memorable.
And it's not in Strykers Posse, believe it or not. We were in Mighty Invaders, and we were played. Back then, we were the band that, really was popular in Ocean
City. I can think of a show from back then.
Okay.
And you know why we can't forget it? Because we played, and then we did cover tunes with that band. We're playing Get Up, Stand Up, Bob Marley's song, and we're right by the waterside, down by the bay.
In Ocean City.
It's Parke.
Yeah.
And when we start singing Get Up, Stand Up, Stand Up, everybody I jump, Get Up, Stand Up, guess what? Everybody sing down in the water, the floor caved in.
Really?
You're listening? That was a historical event.
And left
that
the
place
stage,
was there.
standing there, we're like...
Yeah, the band is on stage, but all the audience sung. I mean, they didn't drown or anything.
Oh, thank God.
You understand?
Well,
And
it was shallow water. So.
Yeah, they didn't drown, but that place was there, that facility was there for 30, almost 40 years, and nothing like that ever happened. And I'm telling you that because I want to tell the folks how powerful the music we play, named reggae music, is. People jump and they're just having fun, and that's how the floor went in. So that's the most memorable event that I can recall musically.
We were there to play for 3 days.
Okay.
And by the next day they had that floor fixed. And we were
They
ready.
made sure, and the line was long blocks.
Okay.
I'm sorry, blocks. So that's one of my most memorable events. And then the next one for me, Carter Byron and Jamaica Day
Oh,
for,
yeah.
you know.
Like I said, there's so many of them. But I remember in performing with Mighty Invaders, being on the same stage as Sting. Remember Sting?
Oh yeah.
Police.
Police.
Police, the group Police from out of England.
Oh, I'm thinking
Yeah.
reggae music. Something.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Sting. Of course I know
Yeah,
Sting.
perform
Oh my
with
God,
them
seriously?
in Wilmington,
Yeah.
Delaware. Never forget that.
But you know what? There's so many
Thousands of
things.
people.
Because we have graced the stage with so many,
Yeah.
with you know, third world. I mean, all the national acts from Jamaica. We have graced the stage with a lot of them. We have had the opportunity to back some of these artists, you know, like the Jamaica Day event. Now I say that was very
Yeah, it
nice,
was
you know.
fun.
So I
That
mean,
was awesome.
We've been blessed. I mean, I can't tell you, blessed to the fullest, and we give thanks because I give thanks to the Most High because I never know I would come to America to be in a band. Honestly, even though I knew how to play music, my family has a lot of musicians in it, you know. So I've had musicians that play with Burning Spear and the likes, you know. But it just seemed that Jah just put me on a path, you know, and I haven't missed a step yet, you know. So I really truly give thanks because He's using me as a vehicle to transcend, you know, the message of positivity, the message of, you know, hopefulness, you know, both spiritually and physically, and enlighten the youths and people and just make it right for everyone.
Yeah,
so I really give thanks. You know?
I love that. So let's give the information about how people can reach Strykers Posse Reggae Band. What's your website and contact information if they're trying to book you or work with you?
You can reach us at strikersposse.com. And also you can reach our show by 410-908-7848.
Or Facebook, Strykers
Facebook.
Posse, or the MySpace, you name it. Or you can email Strykers Posse with a Y, STRYKERSPOSSE at MSN.com.
Awesome. And I know you said that you have an album in the works.
Absolutely.
Care to talk a little bit about that? Do you have any ideas, like how many tracks, when it's going to be released, that sort of stuff?
All right. One of the reasons why it's not finished, first of all, is finances, you know, and that is with every local band around, you know, anyone will tell you that's what hold back certain things. But long story short, it's in the works. It's going to be approximately 12 to 14 tracks. It's going to include some collaborations with some of the artists around here. I'm not going to give away anything yet because I always do that. That's one thing I've done with all my CDs. And we're going to love it. You have heard a couple of the tracks already. So it's looking good. But it's going to be a great CD, and we're looking forward to bringing it, you know.
And we are looking forward to getting it because we love the music that you produce. And of course, I'm personally looking forward to working with you ladies again March 2013 on the next Women's History event.
Awesome.
Because you're in demand, and we can't have Women's History without using the only female-led band in the what is it?
Delmar.
Still trying to work that one out.
Just remember the beginning
in
of
the
the
Delaware, Maryland, Virginia
Virginia.
area with Strykers Posse Reggae Band, Aishel Cole, and Yvonne Dean Hibbert. Thank you so much for coming on the show, ladies.
Thank you.
It
you
was
for
a
having us.
pleasure, and I look forward to catching one of your performances again. All right, until we wrap again, keep it locked to Pep Talk, and don't forget to continue to support local artists such as Strykers Posse Reggae Band. We'll catch you on another show.
It's dancing time.